Hello, my fellow Americans. This is my walkaway letter to America. I want to start out with an apology. I'm not good with a camera in my face. Therefore, I have to read my unsettling thoughts from this paper. Then again, maybe this will allow you to see that I'm an ordinary Joe just like you, who realizes we all have been hoodwinked and bamboozled by political officials who are supposed to work on behalf of the American citizens and have our best interests at heart and not foreign affairs or self-interest. These renegades posing as Americans want Americans to believe that America First is racist. Mayorkas of Homeland Security just announced that FEMA doesn't have enough money to fund not only the devastation of Hurricane Helene, but any other devastation that may come during the rest of the hurricane season. Why? Because of billions of dollars to fund illegal immigration, foreign affairs like Ukraine, and a political cesspool on Capitol Hill slush funds. This is criminal. But Trump's America First is racist. So if this video causes at least one person's eyes to come open, it was worth it. Therefore, I earnestly pray that this message and other walkaway messages reach beyond the echo chamber. Our message needs to reach those who are still in the blue-pilled induced matrix coma, to see that this corrupt deep state system hates us all equally. I found out years ago, if you are an independent or libertarian, you as a voter are unable to vote in the primaries. I believe about 65 to 70% of Americans would choose to be independent if it ever became a major party, and so would I. Howbeit, the corrupt system forces us to choose a side. This is the beginning stage of identity politics to give a subliminal lesson in division. This is their Trojan horse. They make us declare war on one another with the two major parties. We divide and they conquer. Which is why I'm saying this message is not an indictment against the American citizens who have been made to choose rather to be a Democrat or Republican. My anger and sincere concern for our nation is directed towards our leaders in this country who have been elected or installed. Why I walked away from the Uniparty? Because I believe that they are both equally responsible for the destruction of our nation. Democrats simply destroy everything they touch, while Republicans sit in the grandstand and look, while secretly applauding the Democrats. Sometimes I think Republicans are more responsible because they use Christian principles and conservative values to make us think they're on the side of we the people. So let me give you a few reasons why I walked away and became a MAGA Republican. In 2016, I tuned out the rhetoric of the media and I listened to President Trump's message. President Trump asked for the black vote. He didn't assume, like Democrats, that he was going to get my vote because I'm black. And he didn't just ignore the black vote like Republicans have in the past. President Trump's 2017 inauguration speech would let me know that I made the correct choice. When he turned to everyone sitting behind him and said, "They have failed you, the American people." Who was sitting behind him? The Republican Party, Daddy Bush, Son Bush, the Clintons, the Obamas, and the 2 or 3 Democrats that at least had the decency to show up. Remember, the entire Democratic Party would boycott President Trump's inauguration? I continue. Then President Trump looked into the camera at the American people and would say, "But I'm transferring that power back to you, the people." The first president in my lifetime who fought and still fights for our nation and the American people. As a result of the 2020 wake-up call, I realized that there is a criminal syndicate running the entire country and everybody's a part of the crime family. But all we've heard from the disingenuous media, incapable of telling the truth since 2016, that Trump is so divisive. He's a dictator, a homophobe, a xenophobe, a misogynist, a racist, a bigot. He's a danger to our democracy, and now a convicted felon because of our corrupt injustice system filled with kangaroo courts. I must admit, their plan is wickedly brilliant. They use 24/7 non-stop media propaganda to condemn Trump as being the evilest man who ever lived. A plan so sinister it would even make Judas look innocent. Unleash a destructive campaign to destroy his image in the public eye to incite such a deep hatred that people would secretly and openly applaud an assassination attempt and accuse him as the blame. A plan so diabolical, Americans will ignore the blatant corruption throughout our entire country. To say that one man has caused all of the division, chaos, mayhem, and lawlessness. In addition, excuse and turn a blind eye to a nation on life support. Because by the traitors from within and foreign adversaries. What has happened to the minds of the people? When a guy tells you, I'll rather have communism than to have another Trump presidency, you realize we're dealing with lunatics. What would cause Americans to think this way? I'm about to tell you. This sums up the media, the enemy of the people, to a T. The media is the most powerful entity on earth. They have the power to make the innocent guilty and the guilty innocent. Now that's power, because they control the minds of the masses. End quote by Malcolm X. If you tell a lie big enough and keep repeating it, people will eventually come to believe it. End quote by Nazi propagandist Joseph Goebbels. Lastly, they want us to believe that Biden, who was dead in the basement, I tell you, dead, got more votes than President Obama and any other president in history. And that Harris is going to fix all of the problems that she and Biden made together. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the hill we die on. And I'm willing to die for what I believe in, which is love of God, family, and my country. Because if we lose our freedom, then we are dead already. This is a nation in distress. Trump 2024, if you want to save America, then walk away. May God bless America. 1776. Rewind.